Welcome, everyone.
Oh, we're doing
Hey, no, let's keep going. It's real talk.
Real. Yep.
It's real talk. Yeah.
You got to hit the yeah. Real talk.
Ho, ho, ho.
Not
It's real talk.
It's not pork. Talk. Real talk. Don't need to worry about that, do we? It's good to be home. It's good to be home. Good to feel this room again. Hello, Ryan.
What do you mean?
Missed it. Missed the magic that happens in this room when you and me just sit down and just create that magic. It's magic. It's just magic. Can you hear me? Is my microphone on?
Yeah, stop being boring.
Okay. Well, there's no video now, so we're not...
There's never been a video.
True. We've been close. I don't know why I'm doing that to the camera. Anyway.
There's no camera.
Well, the camera's there, but it's not on. Okay. So, how you been, mate? All right? Who cares? So, I have been pretty good. I've got something to talk to you about. Okay. I'm going to say some things, words. You've got to tell me what the hell it's referring to.
Yeah, make sure you speak close enough to the microphone.
Here we fucking go. Okay. Ready? Vulcanize the whoopee stick in the ham wallet.
Meaningless, pointless. Everyone's...
Cattle prod the oyster ditch with the lap rocket.
Pointless.
Batter dip the cranny axe in the gut locker.
I can hear people switching off.
Who's going to be switching off? You are.
Anybody listening.
Do you want to have a go at what they mean?
No.
Okay.
Oh, wait. No, okay. Want to play.
I can give you one more.
It's, I don't know. If you take the first letter of each word, it spells out something rude.
You're pretty close.
Okay. This better get interesting, by the way.
This is a song, and it's called Foxtrot, Uniform, Charlie, Kilo.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, by those-
fuck. So what?
Yeah, by that band.
So what?
The whole song is like that, talking about...
God, I hope this is interesting to anyone other than you.
Oh, mate, it's just a comment. I tell you what, guys. Did you hear that?
Yeah. Do you know who you sounded like then?
Who?
You sounded like David Brent. That was David Brent.
Mate.
Isn't that fun?
Love David Brent.
I'm
Big fan of Ricky Gervais.
I'm caught between being honest about what I heard and calling it out, because I feel like now I'm on a show with David Brent and it's fun.
That's right, yeah.
Fuck.
Free love on the free love freeway.
It's not interesting. Hi, guys.
Don't look at the camera. There's no camera. It's not on. Just audio. You fuck.
That's fair.
It is fair. Don't look at the camera. So, what's been going on with you?
I want to orient my attention towards you,
Okay.
the listener.
Oh,
you.
Them. Yes.
Yeah. You. I want to speak to you directly.
Yep.
Okay. Go that. Well, that was it. Yeah, I've just oriented towards them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, hello, everybody listening. As we record this, we've actually just got a message over the internet saying it's the end of the world. So this is going to be the very last podcast you ever listen to. So you better fucking enjoy it. David Brent.
That's mean.
No,
that sounds mean.
Yeah. Hey, talking about listeners, Ross remembers everything.
No one knows who Ross is.
I know,
but for now, I really want to make Ross famous.
You don't?
No, I really want to make Ross famous.
Well, if we don't do it, he's going to do it.
What am I saying? How egotistical? Yeah, I want Ross to be famous.
That's not egotistical.
I want to help.
Yeah.
Fuck. Then
I want him to get famous, then we'll ride his coattails. You
know? Ross Gear is a stand-up comedian from Bunbury.
Every time I say something, this guy he looks at me, and just keeps on with something else. It's so rude, guys. I mean, the pressure I'm under here from this guy. I keep looking to the camera for sympathy, but there's nobody watching. Right in. Is Ryan being a bit too harsh on Jim? Tell us how you feel. Thanks, listeners.
Yeah, that's... well, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, right in. Ross Gear, I want to make him famous.
Yeah.
Ross Gear is a comedian.
Yeah. One of our good mates.
Yeah.
I
I want to make, like... Can this be an ongoing project for the podcast? Like, watch this space. I want to make T-shirts. I want to... I'm planning to do a photo shoot with Ross.
Yep.
Ross is a comedian who we do shows with. He just started emceeing last week.
He did all right, didn't he?
I feel like I'm boring people. What's something interesting that is has something to do with the people listening?
Okay. Right. We're going to ask you guys a question. The first person to answer it correctly.
No one. What are you talking about?
Oh, Jesus. Make it interesting like we're on the radio. Give away a prize.
Yeah, but we're not on the radio.
No. So, if our 6 listeners, if one of them answers it,
5
this
now.
question, oh, you.
What's the question?
No,
I'm the only one.
We could give away a sign.
To me?
poster
You're going to
or
give it to
something.
me?
No, we'll give it to... Do the girls from your work still listen? They were the biggest group, man.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, I hope so.
I hope they're real because I've never met them.
Someone told me they put it on Spotify at work.
Oh, for others to listen to as well.
Well, yeah, for people in the office to listen to.
Just for everybody's at home.
What?
Did you hear I'm talking? Then Ryan goes, oh, it's so hard to talk to
Stop
him.
taking everything so personally.
You mean? No, all right. Yeah. I'll harden up. Okay, so what are we going to do tonight? We're going to go out and get in a fight? No?
No, I don't believe you've ever been in a fight in your life.
Oh, them's fighting words. Have you?
What?
Have you?
Yeah, loads.
Proper full-on.
Yeah,
What do you mean loads?
In jail, I was in loads.
Oh,
of fights.
yeah.
What are you talking
But
about?
I was like, yeah, apart from jail. Any fisticuffs?
Nah, not that I can think of.
Okay.
I'm not a fighter. Is
No,
that interesting to anybody?
So what's been going on with you of late? Is there anything you haven't told me about or something you're interested in? Silence.
No, because I spend like all day, every day, kind of working on
This.
technical stuff for this podcast.
If you're listening at home, Ryan does I was going to say does a lot. He does it all. All of the setting up, the hooking up.
Mm-hmm.
I just come in, look pretty, make everybody laugh. And
You want to hear about a fight in jail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Sorry to
involve
cut you off.
No, it's all right.
Sorry to cut you off while you're
Making no point.
on one of your boring diatribes.
Right. Oh, that one went off the Richter. You know, oh, no, but not. Okay. Does this fight involve you, though?
Yes.
Okay, please. Hit
What are
me.
you talking about? Like, I'm going to tell you about a fight I watched.
Well, I thought it might have been two.
Nah, none of these are cool stories for me, by the way. There's stories of me losing fights.
Oh,
But because I was outnumbered, to be fair
course.
to me.
yeah.
Not because I'm a bad fighter. By the way, I can fight, but I'm not a great fighter or
Well,
MMA or
You
Joe
can't
Rogan
take
or
on like
anything.
once you get to like 2 or 3 people against you, yeah.
Well, like,
I mean, I could, but I mean, most people couldn't.
thanks for being so quick to defend my pride
Yeah.
after all of the mean things I was saying to you. Yeah, let me just give you the summary. Like, the first time I went to jail, and it was in Thailand, by the way, great place to go to jail for the first time. I got knocked out the first day for touching someone on the head. It was in Thailand. Some people might know stuff about like Thai or Southeast Asian culture, it's a big cultural no-no to touch someone on the head.
Right.
So I got knocked out
Why were you touching somebody on the head?
because I made a joke and
Oh,
like I was trying to bond, like,
Oh, okay.
and the guy was sitting on the floor right in front of me, and I'd literally just been thrown into the cell. Now picture the cell like you know that movie's Pirates of the Caribbean?
Mm.
At the very start of the first movie, Johnny Depp dropped in that cell.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Like that.
that's what it's like. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So cowboy style pirate type cell, just bars and fucking shit, black walls and everything. So, I said there's one difference in that movie. There's only like 1 or 2 people in the cell. In this movie, there's 40 in a cell of the same size.
No.
So I get thrown in. I wasn't that like, it's a big shock, but I wasn't that like, oh my God. I was trying to make, it was a shock,
Yeah.
but I kept my wits about myself.
May I just...
What?
Were you still high?
Was I still high?
I was just wondering if that was buffering your, emotional state.
Can't remember. Probably a little bit. I was high most of the time at this time, so I'll just say a little bit.
Okay.
And then I'm in the cell, like I want to make friends.
Yep.
People saying hi, like it's nearly all locals. People saying hi to me in their limited English, and then we start joking around. Not joking around. Joking around.
That came later.
And okay, I'm trying to remember. I really can't remember what exactly I said, but I said something I thought it was funny. Patted a guy on the head. I don't know why I would do that. Thailand or Australia. Well, I don't know why I would do that.
Unless it's a dog.
It
I
was
don't think
like-
you should pet.
Nah.
anything on the head. Yeah.
Nah. I think it was like, hey, and then I fell off my motorbike and the cops got me. And dun, like you might like give someone a pat on the leg or something, a pat on the shoulder if you're standing. Hey, isn't this funny? Pat, touch, like a touch of camaraderie.
Do you think maybe you did it because he had pissed you off or something? Maybe
No.
he was being rude?
No, it was literally
you
what I
did
said. It was
Yeah.
what I said.
Okay.
And so I'm only in that cell with him and like 8 of his other close mates who all look like they came straight from the Muay Thai stadium.
Yep.
And
just-
right as soon as that happened, it was lights out.
Yeah.
I was knocked out,
So
black out.
did he push you first or did he just swing first and hit you?
No, like 8 people punched me in the head.
Oh, like, oh my.
No, not the guy on the floor. He was on the floor. But his 8 friends
So,
all punched me in the head.
did you tap the main guy on the
No,
head?
no, the main guy was right in front of me. I was talking
Right.
to him.
Okay.
But he was maybe the first one to punch me. I don't know because it was like, boop.
Okay.
And then I woke up.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you go to like the hospital section or whatever?
Take you to the hospital.
Well, they've gotta have
Hospital
something.
Infirmary, no, you
whatever it is.
don't. It's fucking Thailand, man. No, they don't take you. They just the cops. If I had been conscious at that point to see them, I would know. I would have seen this, but I know this from knowing the cops in Thailand.
Yeah.
They would laugh and go back to work.
So they'd
if they
come in,
saw
you'd be
you.
unconscious.
No, they don't come in. Someone drags you away.
Yeah.
Because I woke up, by the way, the cell's like divided into a hallway and 3 other cells within the bit that's locked up.
Yep.
Right? So I would have been, I woke up in the little smaller corridor of this. By the way, the whole thing is the size of that Pirates of the Caribbean
Yeah. Tiny.
cell, divided that into one corridor with 3 other cells.
Wow.
It's like that. I don't know why it's like that, but basically, if you were you could level up to being an occupant of one of the rooms. Otherwise, you'd be sleeping in that hallway that I woke up in. So when I say woke up, we're talking about a total space that's about 4 meters by 4 meters, divided into these 4 rooms that I'm talking about.
So you got dragged out?
What?
You said that you got dragged or something.
Well, I would have been because I woke up in a different, I'm talking about just 2 meters away.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been. Yeah.
Dragged out of the little cell within a cell
Yep.
that I was in and woke up there.
God. It's a little bit...
What?
Like, it's funny on their behalf. Like, they knock you out and then they go, he's not even getting up. I don't want him in our room. Get him out. So some guy goes, I'll do it, and drags you out. I mean,
well, yeah.
Pricks. If I was there, mate, I would have helped.
It's jail. It's what do you call it? That's just how it has to be.
Like the law.
I get it.
Yeah.
Because I went back. So I went back in that jail cell on 3 different occasions, and I went from being that guy to being the boss of that very cell that I was knocked out in.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How did that? Like, how do you get to that?
Because I'd come out of prison. That's why I got that status.
Oh, okay.
When I come out of prison, because you have to go back into that I had to go back into that same jail cell because you have to go through the deportation process. So as soon as you're coming, the locals, because they can speak Thai to each other and the police, they know, here comes a foreigner from the prison, hardcore, make him the boss instantly he's the boss instantly of this cell. What
was your first command as boss?
No, what?
Give me some M&Ms.
No, because I was a cool boss. I was not much of a different... in some ways, I was a very different person to now. Yeah. But still, my core is the same. I'm not an arsehole. I'm not looking to bully.
No, I know you wouldn't. But I mean, I don't know if your core would be the same when you're in prison, I think. Core.
How can I put it? I'm not a bully. I'm not out to, get...
more than what you deserve kind of thing. Like, did you put a hit on anybody, mate? Like Tony Soprano?
Okay, great question. I think there's an example of what... I didn't suddenly become Tony Soprano and suddenly want to put hits on people so I could look at angles and things. No.
Forget about it. Yep, all right.
No, I'm a kind person.
Right.
But am just apparently also hard and a tough guy.
Yeah, when you need to be.
I guess before that and now from going through this. Yeah. So, so that was the story of one of the fights I was in.
How many do you reckon?
I'm not proud of telling this story. I lost it badly.
Mate, against 8 people.
Yeah, no, but there's no aspect of it that makes me cool.
Oh, I think it is. You survived.
Well, yeah, but they weren't trying to kill me.
I'm trying to just...
Thank you.
Make it not so bad. Yeah. You pussy. No. Fuck that, man. And especially if the first hit connects properly and just gets you, what are you going to do?
They were Muay Thai.
Do you know what I mean?
They were Muay Thai fighters.
Yeah.
By the way.
You know what Asian people are like.
Yeah, mild and timid, but not when you in a cell with Muay Thai fighters in jail.
Yeah, I don't know if that... We don't know if that's true, everybody. We think...
What, the racist stereotype I just said?
No. They were actual... Built like Muay Thai. I reckon it was 80-year-old old men, fat, podgy, and they're like, get out of here. And they just pushed you. And then you fell back, hit your head, got knocked out. But there was never any Muay Thai. There's just old farts. Kicking you while you're on the ground. Then somebody says, drag him out. 2 meters away. Yeah. I can still see him, but away.
I like this new gym. What about you? Been in any fights?
No, I've been in a few scuffles. But I've never taking a punch to the head. That's, yeah. Do you remember where they hit?
What's a scuffle? Was it just you and a couple other guys shifting your feet around on a dusty concrete floor?
The hot shoe shuffle, man.
Like waving your fists like 50s
Oh, yeah.
Bugs Bunny.
Oh, you want to do this, hey? Oh, come on, see? Yeah. A scuffle.
So no is what I hear.
No.
Scuffle,
Really.
that's hey, no shade on you for not being in a fight. Fighting's
Dude, I've got other
fuck.
things. Don't you worry. I got stabbed in the neck by a crazy motherfucker in Northbridge one night when I was walking through there.
Mm-hmm.
Some guy, junkie, came up with a little pocket knife.
Yeah. Can I just acknowledge that
You don't.
my lack of Should we? I might have to. My first.
You might have to change, motherfucker.
My first catchphrase, if I ever get to do a Netflix special, it's going to be called Ryan Leon. No one gives a fuck. Or Ryan Leon doesn't give a fuck.
No,
because when I hear stories, so I think that our listeners are going to find this interesting. You were stabbed in the neck. Honestly, I don't.
At all.
No.
I think the listeners will find that interesting.
Yeah, that's why. Like, I'm
That
gonna.
All right.
Can I just?
Yeah.
I'm
Be
gonna hope
honest,
that
be
that's
honest, that's
true.
good.
Is it interesting that I don't give a fuck that Jim was stabbed in the neck
Are you wondering if it's true if
by a
I...
homeless guy?
Yeah.
What? Is it true? I believe
Yeah, it
you.
is. Oh, I thought that's what you were saying.
I just don't think it's interesting.
Oh, fucking hell. What? Okay. That guy stabbed me in the neck, right? And then he fucking dragged me off into the alleyway,
Yeah.
right?
What did
Got
he
out.
do?
He got his fucking cock out, and it was metal. Shiny, shiny metal. His
Wait,
cock.
that's just not true.
It is
I'm
true.
now
And then
never
he-
less interested because.
Yeah, and then he made me put lipstick on, and I had to give him a fucking hardcore blowjob in the alleyway.
What
you
would
interested?
what would be the point of no? Because murder, some bullshit.
No, that's all true.
So you got stabbed. You got. I'm trying to find the angle on this. Everyone else is going, shut up, Ryan. That's funny. Just like keep it simple. No, it's not
Don't
my
worry.
job to make this story
No,
interesting.
don't worry, because it never will be you. Right, what else? When I was like
Don't
7,
reach. Fighting's not cool. Don't
not
reach for
fighting.
goals.
I went to the airport to see the Pope come into Perth.
All I'm doing is waiting to find out if this is true or not.
This is 100% true.
Okay, keep going.
He got out to say hello to people. I was lined up there. I was the only kid, or anybody. He came up to me, actually hugged me. Amazing. And that is why I'm an angel. No, but that actually did happen anyway.
I don't care.
I don't care anymore. This fucking podcast can suck my fucking black wang. Right. Right. Are there actually 5 women who listen to this at Ryan's work? Because he's never given me your names. He's just said there's 5 women. I want to know if they're real. Because that is a lot of our readers, our listeners, if they're not real. But I want to meet them. I don't know. I doubt that we have female listeners, to be honest. I reckon Ross would listen to it and Melissa, yeah. But I know she's female. But you're leaving me out on the lurch again and I just keep on babbling. Oh.
Do you? No.
Do you hear yourself
Do you?
talk?
No. I was going to ask you about your love life, but I know you don't want to talk about that.
I can talk about it. I've met this guy called Brian. He's very nice. We are...
You heard it here first on Real Talk. Jim is full of shit and hasn't.
But with me and Brian, it's more like real pork. Ugh.
Yeah,
That just
just
made me sick.
fill in your own oofs.
Yeah. We don't need sound effects for that.
Look, I am interested by some things.
No, I know. Oh, with me, some things, eh? That's good.
Not with you, and that's not what I said. You don't talk about yourself.
No, I don't. Because you never ask.
Well, then how am I supposed to engage with you authentically?
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I never asked.
Got ya. Right, how long have we gone for? Oh my God, we've still got ages to go on the... But we should never mention that on a podcast.
No.
No, we're going good.
Okay.
We're just about to fight, that's all.
Can't ask you about your love life.
Yeah.
Can't ask you to...
You can ask me. Like, you can ask me questions like one-off questions about before or I don't know.
Okay. Do you date?
Do I date?
Yeah.
No, not at the moment.
Okay. Am I allowed to ask for it or no?
Yeah.
Is that my one-off?
No, that's your one-off. I'll add a little bit for you. I'm not dating anybody at the moment because me and Ross are actually going steady.
That's great. Congratulations. I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy for you.
Are you really?
No.
You don't believe me, do you? What if I actually said to you, yeah, that's why we hang out all the time. We're lovers. And we want you to be the best man at our wedding.
That laugh. I know that laugh was for my reaction.
All right. So where were we going before I got...
I know, but I can't ask you anything interesting because you don't want to talk about yourself.
Well, to a degree, yeah. My name's Jim. It rhymes with Tim.
Because I'm not interested in any of this banal a word that rhymes with the word I just said.
Okay.
Or fabricated stories of you being gay that lead nowhere, and I can't expose anything interesting because there's no truth in it.
I'll give you something interesting and you probably will find questions to ask. Up until about I was 7 or 8, I spent most of my life in Princess Margaret Hospital because I had chronic asthma and I kept on having really bad attacks. So I spent a lot of time in there. And here's the funny thing. I was playing hide and seek with the kids in Princess Margaret once.
Mm-hmm.
And they have, that play furniture. Like they might have a cooker that's it's obviously not a real cooker, but for kids to play with.
Mm-hmm.
There was a section where you can open the door and get in. I got in there to hide. And as I closed the door behind me, accidentally it snapped off and I got locked in the fucking kitchen little cabinet for about an hour.
Now,
oh, man, that's right. That's it. That was my top story.
Real talk just got interesting because I could tell you having real feelings about that story.
As I was telling Ryan that story, he started looking out the door. Not looking at me, just looking out the door. Just so you know, people, this is what I'm working with. You guys might think he's a nice guy. You get him down this fucking dungeon. He doesn't even let me wear clothes when I do the podcast. I have to just...
Don't go...
No, we're not going there.
I want to hear more about... You were locked in there. So, the way you told that story sounded like you were locked inside the cupboards of a kitchen playset, and I don't believe an 8-year-old child would fit inside there.
Well, it wasn't the kitchen stovetop. It was something taller, but it was that kind of furniture.
Play furniture?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it was obviously big enough for me to fit in.
Plastic?
No, it was all wood.
Wood.
Yeah.
And you
Old
went
school.
inside.
Yeah.
How did it lock? And it locked itself from the outside?
No, I think it just had one of those, because it's obviously meant to open from either side. It's for safety. But as I went in, something got stuck.
Oh.
Or broke or something.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't open it. And so I just waited in there for about an hour.
Were you scared?
I think I was a little bit, yeah. Not at first, because you think, somebody will come. And then when nobody comes, you kind of think, ooh. So I just did a shit in the corner and it was fine. That's terrible. No, I didn't. But that was, yeah. But I thought you'd actually pick up more on the fact that I said most of my life I was at that hospital up until then.
Yeah, I did too.
You just went straight to the fucking...
No.
What?
Why were you in the hospital?
Asthma.
No one goes to hospital for 8 years for asthma.
I quit.
What are you talking about?
I had chronic asthma.
You quit?
Yeah, this fucking podcast, you mother... You're lucky there's no video. No. Yeah, no, I had really bad asthma. Just kept on having attacks.
Oh, you had to be like I never heard of such a thing.
Yeah. No, just with, the venting.
But like when you're 8,
Yeah.
first years of your life, did you? Because when you're a kid and you're having a life like that, that's all you know. So you don't really go, oh fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, I
It's just,
didn't know any other.
You're very accepting of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I was...
Is that how you
born
feel
with
about it?
Yeah. I was born with it, so I mean...
So but you were living in hospital for 8 years.
No. I mean, I'd just go in for like maybe 4 or 5 days at a time, but I'd be going in probably once or twice, maybe sometimes 3 times a month.
Sometimes it's hard for me to follow. It's
Sorry,
complicated.
so
4 or 5 days
out of a
time.
month,
Yeah.
I'd probably be there for, say, a week, maybe a week and a half.
Out of a month, you were there for a week and a half. Okay. So you're living at home.
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeez. Would you like something
Honestly,
else
like...
from my amazing life? All right.
I've got to be honest about it. It's
Oh,
not,
you don't want to
It's not
hear
interesting.
I know. That's why I'm trying to think of things.
When it was like your first 8 years of your life, and I thought you were living there like some Ronald McDonald's kid.
Yeah.
I thought, and then you were getting all serious, like you had real feelings about it.
And you're like, oh, I better not.
No, come on.
Yeah.
Like, I was looking off the distance because sometimes when someone's telling a story and there's more than 3 bits of information to it, I'm trying to paint the picture of it in my mind so I can keep track of it.
Okay.
So that's what the staring off in the distance is. And I started to think, like, that it was interesting, and now I no longer do. Just to summarize. Sometimes I'm going to use less words than I do.
It's not that interesting. But yeah. All right. I'm just trying to think of things that have happened.
But you know what? Okay.
I was born in Finland.
Let's come back to that.
Okay.
I think, this is a little therapy session, I think that it wasn't the facts of the thing that started to make me feel interested. It was the feeling. I saw you had a feeling about that. Because I don't think it's the facts of the story. It's like when we were talking earlier about Bert Kreischer and that machine bit. If you don't know what we're talking about, you can. I'm sorry for making this watch this because I hate it. I think it's incredibly boring, but it's very popular.
Unfortunately.
A famous comedian called Bert Kreischer has this bit where he tells this story. It's called The Machine. It's a story of him.
Basically, his rise to fame, isn't it? That story.
Yeah, it's his rise to fame. It's him as a... I hate myself even telling this story. It's so boring to me.
Don't even talk about him. But
No. Like, he was on a schooling excursion in Russia, got drunk with some guys he described as Russian mafia. By the way, half of everyone in Russia is in the Russian mafia.
Exactly.
First thing that I happen to know that kills that story from being Bert
Legit,
Kreischer
right?
is such a hard ass, whatever. And then got drunk and watched him rob his schoolmates. Who gives a fuck?
While not wearing
Who
a
gives
shirt.
a fuck? Yeah.
He's weird.
So, like, but people loved that story. And so this also says a lot about me and my failure to find things interesting. And I use that failure for the benefit of Jim and everyone else, I guess, who's not me.
Yeah.
So you don't feel judged
No, that's good.
by me and permission to judge me.
That's
whatever.
not. Yeah. No.
So,
I know what you do.
Because he has no feelings about it as well. It's
That's
like,
right.
hey, look at me take my shirt off and like tell you this story, which is like supposed to be
one time. Oh.
Has no authentic feeling about.
No, he's American. He is classic.
Well, my point is that you started to feel something about.
Yeah.
That's like the only time when I have fun doing this podcast and listen to it later is moments like now when I feel passionately about something. And that's all I want to find. Yeah. And then I saw you have it for a moment. And then I don't think it was the fact that I just realized you weren't living there for 8 years. It was you started to have no authentic connection with the story. But I think that you do.
Yeah.
I think that you do. That's why you told it. Because I saw it. I saw a glimmer of it.
You saw it. Yep. That's right. I believe him, folks. If you guys don't.
About
No.
what? About what?
No, nothing. What I want to say.
About what? Nothing. And then what? There's 3 words in our podcast that have no value.
I love you. Are they the 3 words?
Well,
I do have something to bring up with you.
let's come back to that.
Should we come
very
back to it?
touching. Let's come back to that very touching moment.
Yeah.
What is it? Yeah.
Okay. I want to ask you what you think. And now this is a serious. It's not a funny thing. What do you think of this saying? Your blessing.
I'm not going to pretend this is not going to be shit and like that I already.
You really shouldn't have said that before you heard it.
If I fuck myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your blessing in life is when you find the torture you're comfortable with.
No, I did say the right thing. What?
No.
Blessing in life.
Are
you trying to get? No, let me hear it. I want to hear it.
Your blessing in life is when you find the torture you're comfortable with.
Maybe, but I'm feeling like I'm tempting myself to get all clever and dishonestly. Maybe I don't have to think about it.
Exactly. Just say, "Oh yeah, that's all right." That's what you could do.
Yeah. No, I don't want to because it's dishonest.
Okay.
All
right.
Is that what? So, what I think you're saying is you think that's what I'm saying.
This.
Yeah.
No.
Well, then what are you saying it for?
Because it's
That's why I started. I was really reaching for like the point of this little poem,
Yeah.
and it's trying to. So I was right with my original gut feeling
It's
about
not
this.
shit. This is a quote from a Mr. Jerry Seinfeld.
Now I'm listening.
Yeah, I think it's quite an interesting comment, and it's I've told a couple of people that, and it takes them a while to really get their head around it.
Was that?
To what he actually means.
Why are you saying it?
Because it's a good line. Jesus. I tell you what, Jesus, make everything all right. Jesus.
One of my.
All right.
Hey,
I think I've
What-
got some annual leave. Can I just book a fucking day off in lieu or whatever? Jeez.
one of my friends said that we finished on a cliffhanger last episode. Did we?
I think there was something that we said we'd have to talk about next week or next time.
Yeah, I know you did. Before we finished, you asked me why I went when I was a physicist. Why did I go to Thailand?
Yes.
Is that it?
Yeah. How did that start? Now,
Can
you can't
can I
do
refer
that
people
now.
back to? Yeah, we've got 2 minutes. This is going to be another cliffhanger because we've got 2 minutes to go.
Oh.
But can I refer people back to episode 1? Because I think we talked a little bit about that, as like that airport stuff.
Yeah,
I was
but
high.
I want to know why you were going there in the very first place.
Okay. So
You've told me you were at the airport.
Okay.
Not why you went there to go to Thailand.
Oh.
I don't know if you were going there on a holiday, nor went bad
I
or-
went there because I wanted to go there to be high all the time. Is that an answer?
So
that
is
makes
that
sense?
where you went there
It's
to
the
get
truth.
the drugs are easier to get? Is that
No, because they're easy to get in Australia. No, because they were cheaper and I could live in a villa, a fancy villa,
okay?
and buy even cheaper drugs. And honestly, though, shamefully, have cheaper sex with Asian prostitutes.
There you go.
So, not a bad thing to say.
Mate,
Is it a
living
bad
it
thing
up.
to-
You're living like a king. Mate, you have the best of- But, so, okay, so you're in Australia, and you're like, I love doing the drugs. I can do them over there and live like a king. So I'm going to do that. Was your plan to move over there?
Yeah. I struggled to find myself interesting, by the way, because I thought it's like, what? Like, isn't this a thing that anyone would do? And I'm not, by the way, listeners and Jim, I don't have much connection with how weird this thing is that I'm telling you that I did.
I don't know. It's not that it's weird. I'm trying to find the connection from you were in Australia doing drugs.
Yeah.
And then you went, all right, I want to go over there to do them. I don't know how.
Because I like Thailand. I really like Thailand. I like the weather.
Had you been
and
there
the
before?
Beach. Yeah, been there a lot.
Oh, I didn't think you'd. I thought this was the very first time you'd ever gone there. That's why.
That would be a weird thing to do.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
It's still weird, by the way. Sorry, I don't have no connection to it. I do know it's weird to just like
For that.
one day be at work doing physics and the next day be on a plane off to smoke meth and
because I didn't realise
Thailand, live in a hotel.
Okay.
It's we'll finish. We can finish on this because we're close to end. It's paradise. I was looking for paradise. Kind of found. I was throwing my life away with drugs. I knew that. The feeling of being in paradise with the drugs. I thought, well, I'm in paradise. Well, like I'm already doing whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
I don't. If I can live anywhere I want, why don't I go and die in Thailand on drugs? I'm gonna die here. Surrounded, like going insane and having no friends, and probably going to get arrested. At least have a better story if I ever survive. That's real talk.
That is. Mate, so the listener said you left us on a cliffhanger. We go, oh, we'll help you out. We'll leave you with a bigger cliffhanger.
What's the cliffhanger now? What I did
I've got so many questions.
Okay.
We'll have to do it next week.
Ask them next week.
All right. What was the lady's name?
What?
Is it one of the 5 ladies?
No, it was my friend from Bali. Hi, Brad. I hope you're still listening.
Brad. G'day, mate.
See you next week. Oh, real talk.
Oh.